Hi there, back with the Harp Habit. Today's video is a little different as I will be sharing my insights about the top 3 harp brands in the world, Lyon Healy, Salvi, and Camac. While each of these brands make a range of different harps, they are especially regarded as the top 3 in the grand pedal harp world. Personally, from the 3 brands, I have only had Salvi harps, but I have also played Camac and Lyon Healy before. But today I'm not going to talk about the nitty-gritty of a specific harp model from each of the brands. Rather, I plan to go more general and share about each brand's history, branding, and identity. What sets them apart. This might be interesting for those of you who are looking to buy your harp, or if in general you are just curious about the top 3 harp brands in the world. First, let's start with Lyon Healy, the so-called Ferrari of the harp. So this brand has the longest history. It was founded in the US by Patrick Healy and George Lyon. They started off as a sheet music store but quickly expanded into producing and selling various musical instruments such as piano, banjo, and guitar. Aside from that, they also provided instrument repair shops. Healy one day noticed that a large volume of harps were constantly being sent to his repair shops. These harps were of European brands and thus not suited for the American climate. Aside from the durability issue, the sound of the imported harps also varied greatly. And the inner workings weren't that great. There were a lot of buzz and also rattling sound. Healy, whose origin was from Ireland, grew up playing the Celtic harp, and he wanted to promote the harp no matter what form it takes. So he embarked on a quest to create a new, more durable and reliable harp. As he said, he wants to build a harp that will go around the world without losing a screw. When the company succeeded in creating the first harp, the harp world was left in awe due to the innovative technology that led to the birth of a harp that is much more durable and produce stronger sounds due to the modification of its soundboard. Lyon Healy produces many different harps such as the concert grand, smaller pedal harps to lever harps. However, it is most well known for the concert grand harps. They have become the gold standard for the orchestral harps. For many harpists, they are the equivalent of the Ferrari due to the high-end price and exclusivity. How does a Lyon Healy harp sounds? So their harps are famous for having a rich, warm, and powerful sound, often described as being rounded and lush and more legato. Due to the strong projection as well, Lyon Healy harps are very suitable for orchestra or a larger stage. And I think if Lyon Healy harp is a person, they will be this strong, powerful opera singer. And also, aside from the sound, there's a certain classic feel to how they look. The brand is especially famous for the intricate fleur-de-lis ornamentation on the harp pillar, such as in their Style 23, which is one of their most popular line. Also, the Lyon Healy harps are famous for being taller, bigger, and heavier. Now, on to Salvi. This is a brand from Italy that was founded by Victor Salvi in the 1950s. Victor Salvi himself was born from a musical family that immigrated from Italy to the US. He learned harp from his sister and later became a harpist himself. During the World War II, he played the harp with the US Navy band, and after the war, he toured and played on radio programs and orchestra. But being a harpist was not enough for him. He wanted to refine the harp's design and tone. So he moved to Genoa, Italy in 1955 and founded Salvi Harps. Later on, he moved the factory to Piasco, Italy, as the region is famous for its woodcraft. To be very honest, amongst the three brands, I feel that Salvi and Lyon Healy sound are more similar. Perhaps because they are under the same group and they might share some of the harp making techniques and also maybe some production line together. However, Lyon and Healy's harp in general have bigger sound than Salvi, and some harpists also noted that Salvi may sound a bit more lyrical compared to Lyon and Healy. Both brands have harp lines that have intricate romantic classical design, but Salvi has more lines with more modern and minimalistic touch to it. Between the two, Salvi is clearly positioned as the experimenter. I mean, just look at these electroacoustic harps with the unconventional color. And also in recent years, they launched Salvi Delta, which is a fully electric lever harp with a unique shape and unique way of playing. And finally, there's Camac, the French innovator that was founded in 1972 by two brothers, Joël and Gerard Garnier. Please correct me if I pronounce the name wrong. Camac is known for thinking differently. Around that time, there was a rapid growth in French public interest to harps, so the brothers started importing Japanese lever harps. Yet soon after that, they started to manufacture their own harps. Which has a background in electrical engineering. Perhaps that's why he was very innovative and creative in improving the harps, such as by integrating electrical components for the pedal change in their first pedal harp, the Memory. However, it was too out of its time, as to play the Memory harp, the harpists need to completely change their technique. But it didn't discourage them. Instead, they kept innovating and they launched the Blue, which is the first electric harp with individual string pickups. And one of their most sought after model is the DHC electric lever harp, which was made in collaboration with Deborah Henson-Conant, a well-known jazz harpist. It was a really big breakthrough at the time, as they experimented a lot with the materials. So they are using carbon fiber, a material for racing bikes, for the harp that made the harp very light and movable. Sound-wise, Camac harps are often described as having a clearer, brighter, and crisp sound to it. Their harps also tend to feel lighter, and I recall when I first tried a Camac harp, I was really surprised by the lightness of the pedal. So it was really easy to change the pedal. And visually, Camac harps also have a more minimalistic and sleek look compared to the ornate look of the other two. So, which harp brand is the best? Well, that really depends on your preference. If you are a harpist who want that rich, powerful projection for your orchestra work and bigger stage performance, then you can browse more of the Lyon and Healy harps. Salvi, on the other hand, has a mix of modern designs and classical designs, so it's a great choice for players who want more versatility across the classical and contemporary pieces. And finally, Camac feels nimble, modern, and great for articulation. So it's a favorite among jazz players, pop players, and also other contemporary genre. So, which brand speaks to you? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It means a lot to me. And so thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!